Is Monday giving you the blues? Let's turn that frown upside down, because this is Mail Call Monday.
I have a package for you.
And boy, do we have a package for you. Welcome back. The first CGC unboxing of 2022 is live now. And I am excited, very excited. This was a submission that we sent in October, and it got stuck there, and it just arrived today. We're going to hit up everybody in the live chat here after we get through these books. I want to get through these books pretty quickly. Then we're going to hang out with everybody on the tail end there. Let's get the old trusty box cutter, and let's point to the magic doll where Monday hurt us, because Monday is definitely doing a double whammy on everybody, and it is Mondaying so hard. We're looking for good vibes, good energy. Now, this CGC unboxing is, as I go nuts here, this CGC unboxing is going to be, could be incredibly epic. Now, you've seen in the past where I submitted and received and unboxed my Something is Killing the Children books that I bought on New Comic Book Day when they first came out. This is an additional set. These are additional copies that I stumbled on. So I'm going to dig into this. This is going to be epic, and we're not going to wait. We're already a minute and a half in. Let's go. Just in, like just a couple of hours ago. And I am tickled pink. I'm so excited. Are you guys excited? Are you guys excited? Because even for as quiet as Something is Killing the Children's been lately, I still feel like this is a stellar series to pick up if you can grab the key issues for an affordable price. And kid you not, this was a set of books. This is only the first part of the set. I traveled about 3 hours each way and bought the first 10 issues with all of their variants and all the extra printings for Something is Killing the Children from another collector for the total sum of $900. $900. That's a lot of money to spend, Andy, right? That is a ton of money to spend on a series of books. And we're talking the first 10 issues and the additional printings. So we're taking a gamble, right? Because if issue 1 comes back high grade, and it looked pretty good, let's see if I can sneak something out here without going. We're just going to start grabbing and going. We're going to grab and go. Ooh, this is the Unlocked Retailer Edition. Let's get it out of that. Let's get out of that plastic bag. So this right up front here is the Unlocked Retailer Edition of number, I can't quite remember. Number 2. So the Unlocked Retailer Edition of number 2. Now, to be honest, I didn't check this one all that great. And as we look like an orangutan hanging out on a CDC slab, we're going to get going on this. Now, it looked good, but I didn't check the interior. So let's see. Ooh. Ooh. That's the first low 9 I think I've ever received on a modern. Oh, you guys better buckle up. This could get crazy. Holy moly. 9.2. We're going to dig into that and find out what's going on. But this is probably, in a lot of people's opinions, one of the lesser of the covers, I think. I like the greens. I really like the greens on this, and almost the horror factor that is this issue. But a 9.2, we're going to have to dig into that, because if I saw issues with it that would lead it to be a 9.2, I would not have sent it. So we're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep rolling and cycle through these books. And then we're going to spend some time live hanging out to go over some announcements, go over some information before we head over to JP Budget Collecting's channel for the Lock and Key series tonight. The last issue of that Lock and Key series. Now we pulled from this side. We're going to go with that side. So front, back, out. Get rid of the plastic. Don't take a peek. You guys can't peek either. So what do we have here? We've got, this is the second printing? Second printing, yes. Second printing of number 2. It's a little bit harder to find, a little bit tougher to get in high grade. I don't think this one, man, I wish I would have kept my notes. But let's take a quick peek here without doing too much comic bling there. What did we get? Oh, let's go. We're going to pull the old adage from Uncle Skeffy Rooney here and say, let's go. There's our first 9/8, the second print of number 2. So remember, we were going for a full graded set, but these are additional copies. So any extra ammo in that bag, so to speak, is stellar. And we're going to go and cycle these out as we roll. So I'm going to have to really look into that 9/2, find out what I may have done there. And don't forget, like I said, we're going to hit up the chat here as soon as we get through these books, and we'll talk about them real quick. Next up. Ooh, I see a red cover. I see a red cover. And if I cover that and I cover that, this is Somebody's Killing Children number 2. This should be the cover A. This should be cover A. So what did we get with this one? Well, you know what I'm noticing a lot too? I'm not seeing very much of the rainbow effect anymore in the slabs. So CGC must have figured that out. Ooh, let's go. We're turning around now. 9.8 for issue 2. Very cool. I don't know about you guys, but I was starting to sweat there for a minute. 9.2. 9.2. And then what we're going to do is once we hung out with the chat, we've gone through these books, we will recap the books for anybody just showing up. Kind of keep that bling going as well. Oh, there's a divider. So we have next up, this is Something is Killing the Children number 3. This should be cover A. This should be cover A here. So, yep, we got the A cover. And I got to be honest with you guys, I didn't check these very hard because once I looked at the spines and once I flipped through them and checked the corners, they all look like 9/8. Like, but now I'm kind of worried because if that unlocked retailer number 2 came back in 9.2, there it is. Now we're hitting a run there. 9/8 white pages. There we go. Still rocking, still rolling. So now we've got a cover A of issue 2, cover A of issue 3 in 9/8, and a little bit of more work to do on the back end for that unlocked retailer edition. But let's keep going. As you're seeing, there's a trend here, right? There's a trend here. We're going for a full graded set. So we've got, this is issue 2. This is the third printing of issue 2. I thought I submitted these in order. Apparently I didn't. I could have sworn that I did. So third printing, number 2. This is one of my favorite covers in the series. And like I said, we are gambling, right? We are definitely gambling. 7 minutes in, almost halfway through the books. Can we make it another 9/8? Yes, we can. Let's go. 9/8, third printing, number 2. I've really got to look up the print numbers for those extra printings again. I think that as far as a modern series goes, that is something that a lot of people are really interested in. I feel like the additional printings of issues 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, those first 7 or 8 issues, those extra printings, I feel like are still undervalued. So I thought I had these in order. They're not in order, but we are going to keep rocking. We are going to keep rolling. And this one, without taking a peek, that plastic off of there. Let's see. What do we have here? I forgot to look. What do we have here? This is the local comic shop day. So I did submit a foil because I love foil. Downright Nerdy Podcast says Piggy's Out podcast featuring the man, the myth, the legends, Kurt, myself, and Ken is now up. That one took a year to edit and get posted. But I love foil. So we did a local comic shop day edition because we had one available. And this one's going to be a little bit tough to show off. But did we get a 9/8? Did we get a 9/8? Did we get a 9/8? Yes, we did. Let's go. Holy moly. Oh my God. I love the foils. These computer screens are going to kill it. But, oh, well, hello there, gorgeous. Look at the beard on that guy. Ooh. All right. So it's ridiculous. That was ridiculous. 9/8 local comic shop day. I am going to hoard these. I feel like this is the most affordable print of that cover. And you know I love foil. And Boom did a stellar job with the series as far as the quality of covers and the book quality overall. So I feel like if I hoard them now, I can get a lot of high-grade copies. So, yes, set that one off to the side. That one's going to have a lot of extra bling, so we'll leave that off to the side. And we're getting close to the end here. There is 1, 2, 3. There's 4 more books here 4 more books. So we've got next up, Somebody's Killing the Children #1. This is the 3rd printing of #1. 3rd printing of #1. Can we keep that 9/8 train going? Can we keep that 9/8 train going? So this one is by far the, let's see, is it the 6th printing, the one with the bloody footprints? This one is just right along with that one. And I think it's the 6th printing of #1 that has the bloody footprints in the snow, that I feel like this is right behind there as far as favorite covers of issue 1. But did this one make it? Did this one make it? It did not. It did not. 9/4, white pages. First appearance of Erica Slaughter. And we are going to have to... Ooh. A 9/4. Okay. Okay. We got a little bit more work to do on the old golden eye, so to speak. But we're going to get these under a light. And like Uncle Skeff says, just because it didn't make 9/8 now doesn't mean it couldn't with a CPR for a new modern book. We'll see. But we're going to move right along to the next one. The 3rd print, that's going to be tough to get another high-grade copy, I think. Affordably. We don't pay high prices for modern books. We pay affordable prices for modern books. And we've got next up the 4th printing of #1. 4th printing of #1. And we will see if we can rebound from that. Now, this orange cover, I really do like. I know Skeff and I have talked about this a fair bit in text messages looking for copies of this. So did we get a 9/8 on this? Can we rebound from that 9/4? Yes, we can. Let's go. So as you can see, CGC is denoting first appearance of Erica Slaughter on all the additional printings. So 3rd and 4th printing. So that is awesome. That orange 4th printing fading up into the black. That's what concerned me about this copy. And then, well, not just this copy, but this issue. But then this is the other reason why getting 9/8 in this is where like I'm really shooting for, is because these back covers, these bounce around in any sort of bin for any time, and like 6 months, a year, 2 years, the chances of 9/8 are going to drop drastically. So we rebounded. This is the 3rd printing, or the 4th printing of #1, which means what's left? What else did Andy submit from Something Is Killing the Children from that chunk? We've got 2 more books. That's it. Just 2 more books. Just 2 more books. And then we're going to... Ooh, so this is that red cover. Get this plastic out of the way. Cover up the back corners and the front corners. The variant cover for #1. So this is that Jay Lee variant cover, right? This is the one that they reprinted for House of Slaughter that they did an epic job on. And this is also another one that Skeff and I have talked about and we hunt for affordable rates to try to get in high grade, because this is a solid red cover. Not as difficult as a solid black cover, but still, nonetheless, can we not only rebound after that 9/4, but continue that rebound? And did we get a 9/8? Did we? Yes, we did. Let's go. Another 9/8 of #1. And that's that variant cover, the Virgin variant. First appearance of Erica Slaughter, Virgin cover. So that means there's only 1 book left. That means there's only 1 book left. This 1 book left is a doozy, considering for issues 1 through 10 of cover A and the variants, $900 is a lot of money to sink into a whole run of modern books that we don't know if they're actually going to pay out, right? I went with my gut feeling on this and decided to go with it and make that offer and pick those up based on the quality that I saw in person. I met the person at a comic shop and we hung out for a while, and I made the offer based on just issue 1. I didn't even, so that's probably why we've got a 9/2 and we've got a 9/4 in here, because I really just only really closely looked at #1. The rest of them I glanced over really closely. Check the interior, check the corners, check the spine. Don't see anything major, send it, right? That's kind of where I'm at. And there's probably an invoice in here somewhere. I think we just yeeted it. But this is, we all know what this is, right? #1 cover A. $900 investment for all of the books so far. Can we make a 9/8? Can we make a 9/6? I'll take a 9/6. At a 9/6, I feel like I could break even on everything. But we're chasing 9/8s for a full completed run. So cover A. I'm getting goosebumps. Is this possible? Is this possible? 5, 4, 3. I'm shaking. 2, 1. Did we make a 9-8? Did we make a 9-8? Yes, we did. Oh, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps on top of my goosebumps. So that means at current, like, obviously it could change at any point in time, but current market trends, current market prices means we made a smart choice, or we made the right choice and pulled this in a 9-8. Now, this was really the book I was going after. The fact that he had them all clumped together was just gravy on the biscuit, so to speak. Food editors now? What? Mail Call Monday. Mondays are going to Monday so hard, and this is a great way to rebound off of a busy Monday, but holy moly. So we're going to get that set up. We're going to clear some space. For those of you that just wanted to come see the unboxing, there it is. We're going to kind of work on some announcements and hanging out with the chat here. So those of you that just wanted to see the books, there you go. Thanks for coming. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Be sure to follow on Whatnot, because if we ever move the extra copies, it's going to be over on Whatnot there. And my favorite part of Mail Call Mondays is we will yeetith the packaging the hell out of the way as we celebrate. This is a big one. This is a big one. This is a big celebration for a 9-8 Something is Killing the Children #1, and then the following copies, and we'll go over that in just a minute here. I am pumped. Are you guys pumped? I am pumped. Okay. So now that we've gotten through those books, like I said, we are going to hit up this chat just a little bit. I'm going to try a little bit different formatting with Mail Call Mondays. For the people that want to see just the unboxings, we're going to do just the unboxing first, and then we're going to go ahead and hit up the chat and talk about announcements after that, and then do the recap. Whereas as much as I want to interact with the chat here with you guys constantly 24/7, it allows me to put that content at the very front for people that just want to see the quick unboxings, and then it'll allow me to clip it and repost it as well. But everybody here that's here every week, constantly, all the time, it's time to celebrate you guys, and it's time to celebrate this win. You guys help push me. You guys in the chat help push me and realize that I need to trust my gut, and I need to listen to my gut with Something is Killing the Children. Erica Slaughter, stellar character. I was willing to take that risk, and that risk definitely paid off. So let's roll right to the beginning of the chat and see who was here tailgating and hanging out. There it is. Paul Dunn. Hey, oh, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. John's Comics with Kids. What is up, man? Good to see you as well. Hello, Bearded Wonder. The beard's a little curvy right now. A little thick and curvy. I should do something with that. I should trademark a little thick, curvy beard action going on. Either way. Yes, thank you, John. Yes, I'm on cloud 9. I'm going nuts here. Hope you guys are too. What up, comic fam? Legion of Comics is here. We are Legion. If you don't know Legion of Comics, you definitely need to subscribe to Legion of Comics. Tons of great content, and I love his thumbnails. Every time he does a thumbnail, I'm like, oh, I wish I would get that creative juices going to do something as good as that. Come on, Mama, like we said, is here and hanging out. Good to see you so much. Thanks for being here. Zuni little fist bump action for a Mail Call Monday. Thanks for being here. House of L Comics, Don Davis. Not a DC comic in sight this Monday. Sorry, brother. But tune in next Monday. Maybe we'll have some DC love there. Uh-oh. It is time to welcome the great Reyes Jr.'s in the house. A little vocal exercise there. A little getting it from the diaphragm there. What is up, Big Herm? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Happy Monday. If you guys don't know Big Herm Collectibles, you need to. You need to click on the link in the chat here and go sub him up. Who else we got here hanging out? Luke's Comics. What is up, brother? Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Man, oh man. Paul Dunn is still in the chat. John's still in the chat. There's Luke. JP Budget Collecting. What do you do when you cross a snowman and a vampire? What do you get when you cross a snowman and a vampire? Frostbite. Frostbite. Oh, my Lord. Speaking of JP's Budget Collecting, go celebrate him hitting 3,000 3,000 subscribers as I get tongue-tied trying to talk about JP's Budget Collecting show tonight, where we wrap up the Lock and Key series and we read the final volume, and there will be tears of flowing. You will not want to miss this. So subscribe to him, celebrate him for that big milestone, and thank you, JP. Hey, JP, man, what do you call two dudes hanging out over a window? You call one Kurt, and you call the other one Curtin and Rod and Kurt. See, I'm off my game. Monday's definitely throwing me off my game. Oh, well, we're going to keep rolling through this real quick. Who else we got here hanging out? One Shot Comics is in the house. It says that hurts. What is going on? That joke definitely hurt me. Love the greens. Yeah, the unlocked retailer number 2. Maybe it was the corners. Maybe I just didn't check the corners hard enough. Either way, that I feel like that one's affordable enough that I could probably go grab a couple more copies and do another submission. Speaking of submissions, announcement coming up here. Once we get through this chat real quick, I should have done that at the beginning. Yeah, that is an underrated variant. Love the colors. I do love the greens, and it kind of looks like she's looking out over like a nuked out, blown out landscape. It's very interesting. At least it wasn't a good cover, he says. Yes, there it is. We are getting caught up. Why did the musician keep her saxophone out in the snow? Oh my God, bless America. Gee, she wanted to play cool jazz. If you're not laughing hysterically at that one, you're in the wrong place. Jesus, cool jazz. The first thing that comes to my mind is Kenny G doing Snow Angels. Oh my Lord. Oh, that is brilliant, man. Who else do we have here hanging out? Downright Nerdy Podcast. What is up? More goodies for the PCIC. We were chasing a full 9.8 graded run of something that's killing the children. We've gone beyond that with some additional copies. So what we're not keeping for the PC is additional copies. Might end up on Whatnot at some point. How epic would that be? You know, like Dollar Star. Like, yeah, that would be pretty epic. The boy who had 7, Matt, what is up? Good to see you. Thanks for being here. I know you enjoyed that 9/8 love going on. We're only 2 books away from a complete full unboxing of 9/8, and that still eludes me. I think we've done it once. If we go back in time, I think we can find an unboxing that had a one run of all 9/8. So we were 8 of 10. 8 of 10 in 9/8. What do you call a fake noodle? You call it... I'm less hungry now that that's happened. An impasta. We call it an impasta. Oh no, this is going to take forever to get through all these. Why was the blanket discouraged? The snuggle was real. Oh no. Michael, good to see you, man. Thanks for being here. New episode of Pinky's Out Podcast is now up. Yep, on Spotify and anchor.com, where this one's a doozy. It is not safe for children. And I do not recommend it for anybody under the age of 18. Actually, you know what? I do not recommend it for any normal human being. But we did a no rules run. And for any of these who don't know what no rules is, no rules is a craft beer that's approaching 20% alcohol. And there was 5 or 6 bombers. It's a doozy of an episode. You guys don't want to miss that one on Anchor FM or anchor.com or Spotify. Pinky's Out Podcast. DNP dropped that link, and it's a doozy, man. I'll tell you what. How did your big stream go, JP? I really wanted to make it, but I was slammed until late. That stream was a blast. I did have to dip out early, but thank you, JP, for having me and hanging out. Who else do we have here hanging out as we skip ahead so we can get to some announcements, and we'll recap these books for anybody just showing up. Holy moly. Ooh, yeah, everybody's hanging out. We missing anybody? Do we miss anybody? I'm going to make sure I don't miss anybody. Ryan House said, what is up, brother? That box that you sent, the Gator Guard, we're going to highlight that real quick. I received this copy of this book as a gift from Ryan, my brother Ryan Helsap right there. And this variant Venom #1, it reminded him of Frank Castle and the Punisher, and he said it, and it was obviously, you got the skull on there. This is a dope thing, but he really wanted to try out these Gator Guards. These Gator Guards are these solid, hard plastic with screws on the end. Think of collecting sports cards and magic cards out of the 90s. And you used to be able to get those with the little screws. This is on the same basis, but it's super crystal clear. This is super tough. I actually really digging this, man. It looks really good in person. So thank you so much for that. I'm going to check out I'm going to check that out and see what those things cost, because they got a nice little hanging tab on the back too. And I think it's a great way to share like my favorite covers that aren't like perfect 9/8 candidates that I wouldn't submit. I think this is a perfect way to not only protect them from further damage, but to also keep them on display somewhere nice. And I want to look it up. I want to see if these are UV protected or not. That's something I'm interested in finding out more about. So that was really cool. Thank you again, brother. Your package is en route as of this morning. That variant copy has been sent to you. Almost kind of like we did a little bit of a trade there. Pretty cheesy scripting there. This is true. This is true. Why is Frosty never late? Time waits for Snowman. Oh, boy. Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! There it is. I think I did that close enough. Who else we got here hanging out? Paul Dunn is still hanging out. JP is still hanging out. Luke, what do you call a cow that doesn't produce milk? Oh, an utter failure or a milk dud. I like it, man. Good stuff. Killing the dad jokes tonight, Zuni. Yes, absolutely. You know, I spoke with the CEO of the dojo last night. We had a very serious conversation, and I said, you know, I'm really going to need some help for 2022 down here in the comic dojo. It's going to be a rough one. I said, starting out 2021, 2022, right, you know, I need you to embrace your mistakes. So she gave me a hug. Yes, that casing of Venom 1. Where would one get? So Ryan can actually drop the link in the chat. I believe he's a mod, or he can message you the link for those Gator guards. Those are pretty cool. 100 for 5 of them. Okay. So $20 a pop. That's not terrible. It's not terrible at all, actually. Considering you're going to... Oh, they are UV protected. Very cool. Good to know. Is there a brand I can search on Amazon? Gator Guard, I don't know if it's on Amazon, but try Google searching Gator Guard. Somebody could drop the link down in here. So we are going to talk about announcements real quick. And I wanted to do this at the very beginning, and I completely forgot about it. But because this CGC unboxing took from October till now, they kind of lost it. These were all fast-track books. $33-ish, almost $34 per book to get them fast-tracked through, and it took from October. So I get it. Like, they're on the cusp of making that turn, making that effort of moving books more efficiently and hiring more people and training more people. So this may have been one of the last ones that the old dojo down here will see that has taken that long. But we have the next submission boxed up and ready to go. And if you thought this one was full of bangers, full of... How do I not get my head? How do I get up my head out of the gutter? Check this one out. This one is going to be like full of dynamite. This is the next 10-book submission. Go to CGC. The last raw copies we have of Darth Vader 3, the first appearance of Dr. Aphra, and the additional whatnot variants of Invincible 1, from the Omni-Man covers to the standard, and it is gonna be just gangbusters of a submission. We've been giving away books on whatnot, these Invincible variants for follower giveaways, and it dawned on me, if we're going to continue to do that, I want to get some graded. I feel like these are all 9.6s or better. I hope to see all 9.8s, but they're definitely 9.6s or better, and I want to do one as a giveaway, graded giveaway. So we are going to rush those through fast-tracked and see how long that takes. Those are going out to get clean and pressed, and then going to hit CGC. So that is going to be something I'm really going to be excited for. Speaking of CGC submissions, because this one got delayed as long as it did from October, our November submission just before Thanksgiving, I sent a package out to get clean and pressed just before Thanksgiving, and just after Thanksgiving, it got shipped to CGC. They unboxed it December 12th, I think, and they shipped it out December 30th. So 2.5 weeks they turned it, and it's on the way. It's going to be here tomorrow. For the first time ever, I had CGC reject a book. So this is going to be a pretty big unboxing. 2 weeks from now, the next mail call Monday, it's going to be a thumbnail. It's going to be CGC rejected this book, and I'm going to try to figure out why. Rachel at CGC was fantastic this morning, taking my call and said, hey, I want to look into this. And she said, absolutely. I just need some time to send that into the comics division. I'm like, that's perfectly fine. I got nothing but time. I can hang out and just wait for an email. So they're going to email me back with the reason why it got rejected. The surprising thing is there's no grader's notes. There's no other notes. Nothing was attached to the information coming back from CGC to say why it got rejected. So Interesting. Okay, maybe that's some feedback I can give to CGC. If they're going to put graders notes on in like an 8.5 or an 8.0 or a 6.0 or something like that, if they reject a book, I would kind of imagine that it would be pretty important to add a grader's notes on there and why it got rejected. Because that way, if, oh, spoiler alert, I looked at the grades. I just totally played my hand right out in front of everybody. I did peek at the grades for this one coming in because this one has my PC copies of the Whatnot Invincible #1. Like I peeked. Uh-oh, you guys can punish me later. I peeked. So as any other Monday, you can go ahead and do me a double tap right to the face with a giant shovel because I done goofed up there. As we continue to talk, we're going to keep those juices flowing. Hit up this chat one more time. Nick's Kicks and Comics. Let's do a recap because you just walked in and saw this sitting here. So we'll do a recap here in just a little bit. But as far as announcements go, as we continue down this chat and go over announcements on Whatnot this Friday night, 9 p.m., I'm going to try and do another 30 to 40-minute auction there. We're starting to move into what I'm going to call the Great Purge of 2020. All of the issues that I'm not interested in keeping for the PC, whether it be big keys, minor keys, or just filler stuff, it's all gonna go. It's the Great Purge. I literally went and bought 2 brand new sets of shelving, 5-foot shelving that are 600 pounds per shelf because I am out of room. And I'll be honest, the CEO of the Comic Dojo did sign off on an additional corner space for me to pile up boxes. So that means with the stipulation that I make some room. So that's going to be a real thing. The Great Purge is going to be a series on Whatnot that's going to be happening on a regular basis. It's either going to be Friday nights or it's going to be Saturday mornings of some sort, and it's going to be value books. Like I'm not going to put up $1 book run filler. I'm going to put up 4 or 5 or 6. We're going to put them in lots of reading sections and chunks so that you're getting that much more value for the couple of bucks that you're able to snag them on Whatnot for. Things of that nature. And if you guys have picked up anything from me on Whatnot, you know my bulletproof packaging. You know how those are going to come. So I imagine that people are going to buy multiple lots at some point. I hope. Like get these into homes of people that are going to be reading them. And if the stuff that I don't sell, we're going to be donating to hopefully the local children's hospital. I don't know if they can take stuff right now. We're going to be looking for ways to donate comic books and get them to kids that are going to be reading them. That's going to be absolutely epic. And also, we are at the beginning of 2022. So we're talking about announcements here. I've committed for 2022 all of the channel monetization, super stickers, super chats, everything. The ad revenue is all going to be donated to Mission 22. So that means the carryover from 2021 wasn't enough to make a withdraw. That's going to carry over for 2022 as well. And towards the end of the year, towards the holiday season, if we can potentially get everything in gear and make that work, we're going to be making a donation to Mission 22 to help end veteran suicide and bring mental health, bring awareness to more mental health out there as well. So that's something that we're going to be talking a little bit more about is mental health awareness. And it's a really difficult topic to talk about. It's a really difficult topic to start talking about and then to continue talking about. So we're going to try and we're going to practice and we're going to try to get better at sharing the awareness hotline numbers and things of that nature. I'm already wringing my hands because it's a difficult topic to talk about. It's not easy for anybody, but we're going to work to highlight Mission 22. We're going to work to highlight the Till Valhalla projects that works closely with a lot of communities and mental health awareness and veterans communities. And like I said, if you guys donate a super chat, it is going to go to Mission 22. It's going to get donated when we can make that withdraw. We're not quite there yet, but we will do something on a live stream or something recorded showing that those donations are getting deposited there or sent that way. So now let's finish hitting up this chat. Chop and Drop 2013. What is up? Thanks for being here. You are halfway through Mail Call Monday. We're going to recap these books. And like we said, we got about 10 more minutes and we got to get over to JP's channel, JP Budget Collecting. We were reading the last issue of Lock and Key tonight. Bulletproof packaging, you say. Rob's Fat Stack of Comics. Yeah, I use 200-pound test mailers. I mean, granted, the Gemini mailers work, but I go out and I get 200-pound test mailers that I can fit up to 10 books in. And for large quantities, those get double boxed in 1095s, USPS priority 1095s. So it is a process, which is why you won't see me doing 100 or 200 or 300 lots in an auction. I won't. If I sit down for a 4-hour auction, that's 4 days worth of packaging. For every hour of auctioning that I do, it's almost a day's worth of packaging, depending on the lots and the size. Because I like to do 4, 5, 6 books. I like to do stacker lots. I like to do lots that bring value to people, so that they're not just. I mean, you can bid on one book. If I put up one key book, that's, you guys are going to bid on one book. But if I put up $1 book, we want to add value. We want to get somebody reading some books, right? So I'm rambling now at this point, but we're going to keep going. But thank you, Chop and Drop 2013, for being here, man. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Consider hanging out. Every other Monday is Mail Call Monday, and the opposite Monday is going to be Modern Comic Mondays, where we talk everything about collecting modern comic books and everything with what's going on. Says the USPS challenge accepted. Yeah, that's something that we've talked about in the past. Some people said I'm actually being a little risky with sending the stuff like that in priority shipping, because priority tends to cope with heavier boxes, which is why when you're getting your books priority, I use 200-pound test mailers to withstand that. And if you're getting them priority, you're getting them an extra day or two sooner than first class, in my opinion. Some places are a little bit different. First class can go a little bit quicker, but that holiday season, man, that was tough. Shameless plug. I'm hoping that the most recent Whatnot update fixes my audio issues. I will be selling on the majority of my collection. DNP is going to be selling off the majority of his collection on Whatnot. He says, Bolo. Man, if you're still having audio issues, let me know. I've kind of figured out an audio bug for iPhones, and it's as simple as making sure you don't have the silence button on. The silence button needs to be off. If you're on silence mode, that was causing audio issues for me, and we figured that out, and the Whatnot crew is definitely working on that, and they may have already fixed it. I don't know. Have you gone live lately? Let's check that out. I wrote "Do not bend" on a 15 by 11 by 4. That's the faith I have. I write "Do not bend," or I add "Do not bend" stickers on every package I send out. It could be a 10 by 10 by 10. I'm going to put "Do not bend" on that bad boy. Really am. It really is. Awesome, man. Thanks for being here again. We're going to continue moving forward. Like I said, we got about 10 more minutes. We got to jump over to JP's Budget Collectings channel for that Lock and Key series. That's a great cause. JLS, thank you for being here. If you guys don't know JLS, you need to subscribe to JLS and all the fantastic content that he puts out. You're talking a much bigger YouTube channel that has much better content, because we're just hanging out here doing unboxings live and talking about some other stuff. So there's some more 2022 announcements coming up as well, right? There might be. Nick's Kicks and Comics is awesome, man. How do you build a snow fort? God bless him. Just, I'm going to let that one chill out for a minute. To ordering now. Paul says he's ordering some Gator guards, I bet, right now. Android Life, Downright Nerdy Podcast, says, okay, we got to talk about that. USPS sorting machines can't read. This is accurate. But the guys loading the vehicles do. We hope. One shot. Thanks for being here. DMP, you getting out of the game. I think DMP is going to keep some PC books, but I think he's in the same portion. He's got to make some room. Collections do not travel well. So once again, for the 19 people here still hanging out, thank you so much. Hit subscribe, hit follow us on Whatnot, follow us on IG, follow us on TikTok. We are on TikTok. I am a terrible TikTok content creator, but I'm trying it out, right? I'm living in the stretch. I'm learning and I'm growing. So we're going to recap these books. And while we recap these books, you guys already did see the fantastic copy of issue number 1 in the 9.8. It's our second. We're going to go for a third. We're going to go for a fourth. But this was what made that whole batch worth it. It made the whole investment worth it. And I am over the moon. This could have came back 9.6, and I think we still would have done well. We still would have done okay as far as an investment. But this right here, being a 9.8, guarantees that, well, you know, the market's never guaranteed. Let me retract that, rewind, and say that we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Buy what you love, and you'll love what you buy, regardless of what it ends up being worth in the end. And I'm in love with Erica Slaughter and Something's Killing the Children. I think that's a fantastic series to read. And for those of us that collect, I think it's a fantastic series for us to collect too. So we got that Jay Lee variant cover as well in a 9.8. Fantastic. Let's go. We got to dig deep. We're going to find some more energy here. JLS, come on, Mama. Thank you for sharing JLS's link. That's in the chat. So make sure you subscribe to JLS. The fourth printing as well in a 9.8. Fantastic. Let's go. Holy moly. And if you guys aren't watching Skeff on Whatnot right now, you should be dual moding it on your phone and then watching this on a TV or on your PC. Skeff is live right now, and I'm a bad friend for scheduling over him, but we're still going to rock this out. We're going to hang out with Skeff later. And then we've got the third printing here, right? Third printing? Yeah, unfortunately, ahead of 9.4. We're going to take a look to see if there's any graders notes. And, yeah, that looks, that I think CPRable, if that's the only thing right there. There's a, it looked like it got pushed into a bag and board a little too quickly. Maybe I probably caused a little bit of a ruffle on the end there. We'll take a quick look. And 9.4 is nothing to slouch at either for this book, with an all black cover or all black back, and then a cover looking as dope as that. Still, we're always going to shoot for 9.8. We're going to shoot for the highest grade we possibly can shoot for, and that means we've got issue 2, the third printing right here. That came in a 9.8. That did make 9.8, which is fantastic. I think the print run isn't super huge for the third print of number 2. At this point, people really still hadn't caught on. It wasn't until issue 6 and issue 7 that people really started picking up the issue or the series and adding it to their pull list. So it was 6, 7, 8, 9 when the additional printings started happening, or not additional printings, but the print numbers, I believe, started to go up. So this was a safe bet in my opinion. 9.8 or nothing, the boy who had 7. So yeah, buddy. We might as well sell the 9.2s and the 9.4s and the 9.6s and roll those into candidates for a 9.8. But you guys know I love foil, and when I love foil so much that it comes back at 9.8, I am over the moon for a 9.8 local comic shop day. Something is killing the children #1 foil, because look at that comic bling. I love it, and this makes me want to try out the Mylar protective sleeves for slabs. We'll check into those. Speaking of Mylars, we are definitely going to be doing a bulk order with Gerber or E-Gerber or whatever it's pronounced at some point, because we waltzed into the boardroom, the CEO's boardroom, Wink Inc.'s boardroom, and we stole some Mylites and we stole some halfbacks. We checked out that process and we liked it, and we're going to be definitely trying that out for the future. So that means we've got a cover A of number 3. Monday, man, I tell you what, in a 9.8, super happy. There you go, because the cover A's are we're shooting for to collect in the PC. The cover A's, the variant covers, I'm still torn on whether or not we're going to keep those or continue to chase them, because some of those variant covers start to get pricier. So next up, we've got issue 2, cover A, in a 9.8. Super happy. There you go, all red cover. What's interesting too is once you get beyond issue 1, issues 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 and 7, they don't label any of the other key appearances of the characters in that series yet. They don't. So I wonder where that threshold is going to be. So that means years down the line, or however long it takes, is they're not listing them now. So these ones I might have to have actually reslabbed at some point. So then I was super happy that this one came back. The second printing of number 2, this one came back in a 9.8. I thought this was going to be a lot tougher to get in higher grade. This copy I thought had a little bit more of a challenge getting there, but it did. And I'm super happy that it did. And those corners are sharp. Those corners are Ginsu knife sharp. I tell you what. How do I come up with this crap? And then we started off on a doozy with the unlocked retailer number 2 coming back in a 9.2. Boy, was that a swing and a miss. And I'm going to search this over and find out, because the corners are really sharp on this. The corners are really sharp. There's nothing on the spine, and there's nothing on the spine on the back. I mean, if you guys looked at this, you'd be like, wait, what? There's nothing that I could, there's got to be an interior issue. There's got to be an interior issue that I missed. I don't know. Either way, I feel like this is still a very affordable issue to run out and grab to try to get another 9.8 or get a 9.8 in that series. So that's it. That's the 10 books from CGC. I cannot believe that I have so much fun hanging out with you guys and unboxing these things. We're 44 minutes in already. So we're going to go through the chat one more time, talk about some announcements if I can remember them, and then we're going to close out and head over to JP Budget's Collecting's channel. So Skeff is all done. He made a great Omni-Man sale. Paul Dunn says, how much? And I don't see. Oh, there it is. The Omni-Man went for $380. So that, come on, Mama, was that the Omni-Man trade that went for $380? That's pretty dope. That's right where it has been, if not maybe a hair more. But yes, Android Life. There you are. JLS with the 35,000 subs for JLS. Congratulations now. That's some amazing channel growth. I mean, that's You're up there with Comic Tom, I think. Comic Tom is what, 40-ish? You're not too far behind Comic Tom. Awesome job. Air Spider 23's in the house tonight. What is up, homie? Thanks for being here and good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see old friends, man. Like we said, Skeva's all done. He made a great Omni-Man sale. That is awesome. 9-8 or nothing. The boy who had 7. Thanks for being here. I'm going to make sure that I tag Matt in every CGC unboxing that I do so he can make fun of me when I don't get 9-8s or when we don't get 9-8s. English, Andy, English. Holy moly. White Tiger, cool, calm, collected. What is up, Ruben Guzman? Thanks for being here, man. Bearded Avengers Assemble. I can get that right, and I could probably say that 5 times fast, but hoo-wee if I miss some other stuff. 22 Comics. What is up? New face in the chat tonight. Thanks for being here. What's up, folks? What's going on, White Tiger? Thanks for being here, man. Consider hitting that subscribe button. Hit that follow button. Follow us on Whatnot. Like I said, whenever we unbox CDC slabs here, there's a good chance that those might end up on Whatnot. We're working to get extra copies graded to bring value over there on Whatnot. Because, like, long gone are the days of, like, posting a slab for market value or higher on eBay. I was deterred from using eBay the way eBay worked and the amount of work and the effort that went into that. When I get extra copies of something that I can get at cover price or affordable rates, like much under fair market value, you're darn right if the extra copies are coming back 9/8, you know where those are going to go. Dollar starts, 30-second auctions, maybe even 15-second auctions over on Whatnot. And on that Whatnot app this Friday, 9 p.m., we've got one scheduled. I've got a couple of things, and I've got a special announcements for that while you guys are here hanging out. You guys have seen the Punisher stand, right? You guys have seen the Punisher stand. I know a number of people have asked about that, how it was made and how it became a thing. This is prototype number 1 from a friend of mine. This is just cheap, like plywood. This is prototype number 1 off of his CNC machine. And he made this for me as a gift. And I loved it so much that I use it for every auction. And I use it for a lot of other display purposes. He made prototype number 3. Prototype number 2 is going to be going to a good friend. But prototype number 3 is going to be available for $1 on Whatnot. Just for funsies, just somebody out there. I know there's another Punisher fan out there that's going to enjoy it, and it's going to go up for $1 this Friday night, 9 p.m. And this one is it's not, prototype number 3 isn't made out of plywood. It's made out of aspen. Why he picked aspen? He picked aspen, and it's 3/4 inch thick aspen wood, and it is gorgeous, and it's die cut. It's die cut so that white aspen wood, it's die cut all the way around the edges so that white aspen wood highlights the black paint job that he put on it. And the best part is it's a fun little craft thing, so you can do whatever you want with it. But I think I've had more people than I can remember message me on IG and other places of, where did you get that? It's a craft. It's a handmade craft fun thing. And prototype number 3 is going to be available on Whatnot for somebody. It'll start for $1. And it'll be kind of fun to see if somebody else enjoys that as much as we did. I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, we're going to throw out, we're going to look for a couple of big key books for Friday if I can find some. And then it's going to start to be cool 90s books. And there's going to be some great 80s books available as well. Some good breeder lots, 2, 3, 4 book lots. Smash that like button. Thank you, Zuni, for being here. Appreciate your hard work every week, hanging out and moderating and dropping links and being Matt, you and Come On Mama are 2 of the biggest supporters in the community that I see on a regular basis. I know there's a ton of other ones out there that deserve to be highlighted as well, but you guys deserve to be highlighted every day. Thank you so much. But yes, awesome pickup. See you in a few. Yes, we will be over there. We're going to close this out here in just a minute. We did the recap. We did some announcements. Sorry, I have finger dyslexia. 308 for the trade dress. That's still pretty good. That is awesome. Not making fun, just inspired. Hey, dude, I love it when we poke at each other like that for 9/8 because that just adds more fuel to the fire for that challenge, and it gets me better at grading. Like, we're working on it. We're working on it. I seem to be consistency is key, and I'll say that down here in the dojo. We've been pretty consistent, so I'm really happy with the results on a lot of the CGC submissions. Another CGC box coming tomorrow. We're gonna unbox that again, and we'll talk about that in a second. The was a Freudian slip if I ever heard one. Oh yeah, that happens. That happens here often, unfortunately. And it's the nature of the beast down here in the comic dojo when you're with ComicManAndy in the Comic Cave Comic Dojo, because somehow I can say that 10 times fast. But Vincent McLean, the comic machine, brother. What is good? Thanks for being here. If you guys are not following Vincent McLean, you definitely need to on YouTube and on IG. Awesome hunter of books. He's got a great collection going. You guys don't want to miss out on what he's been up to. They sure do, man. VMTCM, just get it. LOL. Vincent McLean, the comic machine. Just get it, man. So that's Mail Call Monday. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We recapped the books. Go ahead and catch the replay. Like we talked about, quick announcements before we leave. We talked about the formatting of how we're going to do the episode when we do Mail Call Mondays and unboxings. We're going to unbox the items up front right away in the first 10 minutes so that anybody that wants to just watch the unboxing of the books will do that or be able to do that. And then we're going to highlight everybody in the chat right after that and spend the next good chunk of time. Like we've been going for half an hour just talking with the chat and then that recap of the books. So I cannot thank everybody enough for bringing a bunch of great energy here on Mail Call Monday. And this Monday is Mondaying so hard. Y'all know how I'm going to do it, right? This connective tissue that is comic books is fantastic. But the most fantastic thing are all of you, each and every day and every week, as you hang out in the comic book communities, you bring your good energy and you spread your comic cheer. That's a thing. Seriously, we're spreading comic cheer, even though we're post-holidays here. And but the most important thing, like we said, are all of you, all day, every week. But in addition to that, you know what's really important? Stay original. And take care of each other. I'm going to go peace out. I'm going to go pinkies out. I'm going to catch you all on the flip side for the next one. You guys have a good night. Happy Monday. It's over. Thank God. Tune in to JP Budget Collecting here in like 10 minutes. JP's Budget Collecting, where we go over the final issue of Lock and Key. There's going to be, there's going to be tears. Oh, yeah. That's right. See you guys in the next one.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold. I love gold.